start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?
Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're doing a bit more ploughing. In a recent video I was talking about how we set up our plough, but I never talked about headlands. So we're going to have a quick look at that here now at the start of this video, and probably again at the end. I'll put a bit of drone footage in the middle. But I'm just here by the start one of my headlands of this field. So this is the way I plough my headlands. I wasn't taught to do it this way. My dad used to hate me doing it like this, but as I've gotten better at it, I don't think he minds too much. So what I do, this only works when I'm leaving the furrow in the ditch and not in the field. So I'll plough it the first time the wrong way around. So by that I mean I've got the furrow on that side of me. I'll show you now in a minute. Ground is quite tight, so it's actually a bit difficult to get the plough in the ground, but we'll make it work. So I've made this very easy for myself, as I knew I was going to record it. So last night when I was ploughing this, I scribed it out, so that's when you go along with just the back furrow in the ground, just leaving a little mark along the ditch so that you have a constant line of where you're lifting and lowering the plough. So it makes it easier, not very easy, but easier to plough your headland. So I don't know if you can see behind me what I'm doing, but I just have kind of the back three furrows in the ground. The front furrow I have lifted up, not high, but it's lifted up more than the rest of them. And I'm just driving along my scribe mark and leaving the furrow on the wrong side. So what I'll do then is I'll turn around and fill back in that furrow, and then it means that you're double ploughing where you were lifting and lowering the plough, so it usually gets it a lot more level than if you just did it once. So I quite like doing it this way. I find it does a nice job. So I don't know if you can see behind me, but it looks like I'm turning up a lot of green. But what I find is it'll do that the first time, but on the second time it'll turn it all back down. So it really does not matter that much. I'm kind of scared to take the camera off the mount because I feel like I'm going to lose where I'm driving, so maybe I should just stop and show you what I'm doing. I do know it's not the straightest behind me, but it's kind of hard to keep it straight when the tractor is doing this the whole time, because the plough kind of wants to move a small bit. Like it's, no, that's not straight, but it's not too bad. So now I'll just get to the end here and then I'll turn the camera around and show you the job I've done there. Doesn't look too bad. By no means am I an expert plougher. I don't want to come off like that. I know all my ploughing is not perfect. You don't have to tell me that. I know well, but it's more for people who mightn't have seen headlands ploughed this way before. Because I learned to plough headlands like this from watching YouTube videos on other people and how they did it. So if I taught someone the same thing, it'd be kind of nice. But now obviously I don't turn the plough. Nearly did that out of habit. So I go back and I get myself in the furrow and then drop her down, and this time I'm going to drop it down fully so that I fill back in this furrow. So I'll just turn the camera now. So as you can see in front of me, that's where I came up. So you can see my land wheel marking along this edge, and then the furrow is right there, and then there's three kind of deepish furrows, and then my front furrow wasn't that deep. So now I've got myself down in the furrow, and then I'm filling it back in back there, which is quite a nice job. I like doing it this way and it works for me. So we'll keep going here now and I'll show you what it looks like after another run or two.
over, you just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake?
So now we're starting to get on a bit with the headlands. This is the one I was showing you before, which I plough my way, and you can see it is level enough. In spots you'd definitely be able to tell that it was a short work headland. You can see the ins and outs, but a run of the disc over that and it'll be gone fairly quick, so I'm happy enough. And I finished off that headland, which you would have seen in the time lapse, and it looks absolutely awful. Ground is just wherever the Armour Salmon beat lifter was turning. So obviously it's a single row beat lifter, so when it has to pull the whole field, there's a lot of turning on the headland, and there's a few spots where obviously it tracked over it more than others, and it is just hard as a rock. I could not get the plough in at all, so she just started sliding across on me because the ground was just that hard. So that headland looks absolutely awful. Do not look up there. That is just awful. But I see a lot of people on YouTube saying how much they hate ploughing the awkward bits. So like your short work, or when you're starting off the field and you're trying to get square, or the headlands like I'm doing now. And it's actually probably my favourite part. I do enjoy getting the ploughing straight and doing the headland, finishing off the field nice. So when I make a mess of a headland like that one there, that annoys me more than anything, but what can you do? So now this is the final run for this headland. Now I've ploughed this ground before, so I wouldn't be too worried about these trees. So I think I'm going to keep 4-wheel drive engaged, but I'll just have low revs on the tractor. That's coming over quite nice. I don't know how well you can see it. Getting nice and close to the hedge. Just doing a nice job. And it actually was straighter than I thought. When I first drove the furrow, I thought I'd made a mess of it. I thought it was squiggly as anything, but it's finished out not too bad there now. That is just tough ploughing there. Tractor's under a bit of pressure, but I don't mind that because it means if I was to hit something that I shouldn't, it would kill the tractor straight away, which is exactly what I want. But this is probably the closest I've ever got to this ditch, so I'm babying that last furrow a little bit because it could find something that it doesn't like. But that's not too bad. Most people say when you're ploughing your headlands, 1 year plough them out of the field and then the next year plough them in, so leave the furrow in the ditch and then the next year leave it in the field. But what I do is I'll do that on every headland except my downhill headland, because whichever one's downhill I find is so easy to fill in with the disc harrow that I may as well just always plough it and leave the furrow in the ditch, because you'll always pull the soil back down to it. And then if I'm ploughing on a bank and I've got a headland up the top, I'll never plough it down the hill because you'll never pull the soil back up. I'll always leave the furrow in the field on headlands like that. Some people might say that is the stupidest thing ever, but I find it works well on our ground, and I don't see why it wouldn't work well for other people with similar ground. But that's what I do with my headlands. I think that's enough rambling on there now, so if you've any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. And if you enjoy the drone footage or the video, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll just jump out here and I'll do a quick little look at that headland. So I think it finished out quite nice. But that's all the talking for me at the start of this video, so I'll talk to you later on. But we'll just get out here and we'll look at the ploughing that I just did. So as you can see there, it's not too bad. Maybe not the levelest on the second run I did, but I don't mind too much. Try not point you into the sun. So I'll just look here at what the press was doing to the ground as well. So hopefully you can see that. Just savage job, and that'll break up so easily with a harrow. We might have something special coming to harrow these fields with a bit of luck, but I don't know. There's a good chance that the Simba Express will be doing it all, but maybe not. You'll just have to wait and see. So that's enough talking for the start of this video. We'll go look at the drone footage that I got yesterday.
The silhouette's burning, embers rising high, like a chemical fire. The flame won't die. Intertwined, darling, you and I. Barely scratching the surface. This obsession of mine is fueling the furnace. I'm up all night and we're intertwined. Darling, you and I. And my heart beats cold under your control. Just levels and chronicles. Did I lose my mind in your mercury eyes? Am I going blind racing wire? Beach cold under your control. Just a false echo. I'm a ghost. Did I lose my mind in your mercury eyes? Am I going blind? You're the reason why. And my heart beats cold under your control. Just a false echo. Did I lose my mind in your mercury eyes? Am I going blind? Reason why.
Do you see the spark that I'm setting free? Does the beat take you over? You just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you